Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Jacob, and in this video we're going to talk about a few ways that you can make money as a freelance web developer. And all of these are ways that I have used before, so they are guaranteed going to work. Let's take a look at the first way, and that is online tutoring. So it may come as a surprise to you, but there are a lot of people out there today who want to learn how to program. So if you know how to make websites or program in Python or Java, your services may be in high demand. I personally use this website called Code Mentor, where you sign up for a profile, you kind of basically input your resume, and then people can either contact you directly asking for tutoring help, or you can respond to requests that maybe students are having an issue with homework or someone has a really difficult debugging problem that they want someone else to look at. And then you can make a little bit of money on the side that way. But you don't necessarily have to use Code Mentor. You could just reach out to your local community, see if there's anyone, maybe friends or family, who want to learn how to code. You could post an ad on Craigslist or something like that. There are lots of ways that you can offer your tutoring services online. And people really like to learn how to code directly from someone who's like teaching them. So that's a pretty good way to make some money, and a way that I actually use myself. In fact, right before recording this video, I just finished up a tutoring session and made a little bit of money from that. All right, so the next way that we're going to talk about to make some money is contracting your programming work through a third-party platform. So this could be something like Upwork or Fiverr, or actually Code Mentor offers a sort of third-party contracting section of their website as well, where someone can post a job and then you respond to it. They kind of like interview you and then choose who they want. Upwork, Fiverr, similar deal with those websites. And these websites are pretty nice because they typically handle all the paperwork. They'll make sure that the clients are able to pay you and will pay you. But they also do charge a pretty hefty service fee. So this can range anywhere between 10% to 30%, depends on the platform. Sometimes it can even vary within the platform. So that's just something to keep in mind, is there's going to be a service fee if you do contract work through any of these third-party platforms. So that kind of leads into the next way to make money, and that is, instead of contracting through a third-party platform like Code Mentor, Upwork, Fiverr, you can do kind of a more independent style contracting, where you deal with the payments and the contract stuff all yourself. So this will, of course, require you to draw up your own contract and make sure you have a payment provider. In this case, I use Stripe as my payment provider. And compared to like a 10 to 30% platform fee that these third-party contractors are going to charge you, Stripe or Braintree, which is like basically an equivalent alternative, or PayPal, they all charge the same fee. That's 2.9% plus 30 cents. Pretty much that covers processing fees, and it's probably the lowest you're going to find, practically speaking, across the internet, is this 2.9% plus 30 cents. They will handle credit card, debit cards, bank transfers, and even a couple other payment methods as well for you. And you can send out invoices and stuff. It's pretty handy. But in this case, you're obviously going to have to work harder to find the jobs. You can maybe post an ad on Craigslist again, or reach out to your local community, friends and family, see, local businesses. Do they need any web development work done? Something like that. And then you handle all the payments yourself, less of a service fee, but you also have to handle the contracts yourself. So that's kind of the trade-off there. All right. So the next way that we're going to talk about to make a little bit of money on the side is writing tutorial blog posts or creating instructional videos. Now, obviously, I do a lot of the latter. That's kind of what my YouTube channel is. I create instructional videos about programming, web development, that type of thing. And I do make a little bit of money from YouTube. It's not a lot. Might make a video about that a little later, so stay tuned for that. But you can create these instructional videos, or there are also websites out there that will actually pay you for either instructional video content or writing guest posts, essentially. So I've done this before. I contracted some instructional content for this company called LogRocket. And there are actually a bunch of other websites that offer similar programs to LogRocket. So these include Tuts Plus, CSS Tricks, DigitalOcean. There are a whole bunch of them. Just a quick Google search should pull them up for you. And pretty much how this works is you're going to contact them, maybe have to submit a writing sample or an example of your work, like sample videos or something like that. Once you're approved, then you write up your sample blog post, you'll send it in for editing, do whatever edits need to be made, publish it, and then you get paid. It's a pretty simple process, and that's a way that you can demonstrate your expertise that you might not even actually have to write any code for this one. So make money as a freelance programmer without programming. Yay, that's a thing. All right, and the last one, number 5, it's kind of a way to make money because you're not actually making money, but rather winning prizes, and that is participating in a hackathon. So I am a college student. Hackathons are kind of often a more college student oriented thing to do, but not always exclusive to college students. But they don't necessarily always offer cash prizes either. So if you aren't necessarily in it for specifically the cash, you can look into doing hackathons to win anywhere from like tech. You can win like some of them, depending on the sponsor, will offer like you can win like a gaming console or a laptop, or sometimes they'll offer like website credit, like $50 to Google advertising or Google Cloud or something like that. Or you could maybe just win like swag, clothes, something like that. So depending on what you actually want out of this, you might actually be able to do some hackathons, win some cool stuff, and then that kind of counts. Not really making money, but that's always an option out there. Especially right now, all of the hackathons are digital, so you can probably participate in any of these because they're everywhere worldwide, and just like pick your poison, right? They're basically probably every single weekend. And since they're all digital, you can participate in all of them. So those are my 5 ways, or 4 ways plus winning stuff. Those are my 4.5 ways to make money as a freelance web developer in 2020. I don't know. This is probably not time limited. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. My name is Jacob, and have a good one.